magnify you, Lord. We thank you for always being in the midst of our gatherings, especially today, as we welcome everyone and witness this momentous eCanter Drive event for Fuso. We thank you, Lord, for those who helped us prepare for this event, the team of Fuso Philippines, Taylor Truck, Sojits Corporate dealers and customers, our guests, media partners, and also the suppliers who coordinated and made this possible. We thank you also for giving us good weather as we hope to accomplish all our planned activities safe and sound. May you also guide our team that we may be able to efficiently showcase our products and services well, and more importantly, to impart valuable knowledge to our guests. We also pray for further success and growth for the Fuso brand through teamwork and hard work, while providing the requirements of our dear customers with the best of its quality. Lastly, we ask for protection for the rest of the day for all of us and our families at home. We thank you, we praise you, and we love you, Lord. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Rhea. You may now sit down. Welcome to Fuso Philippines Experience the Future, an eCanter Ride and Drive event. I'm Joms from the Marketing Department and I'll be assisting you for today's event. We are thrilled to have you here as we let you experience the latest innovation of Fuso for electric mobility. But we're not introducing that yet. It's not commercially available in the Philippines as of today. As you all may know, the future of mobility is electric, as we also have seen this with passenger cars. For Fuso, as we embark on an era of full-fledged e-mobility, this electric vehicle continues to drive the future of the logistics industry as a pioneer of decarbonized trucks. To start off the program, may we call on the President and CEO of Sojits Fuso Philippines Corporation, Mr. Yosuke Nishi.
To our research is from which the guests, the dealers, customers, and our media. Of our dealers. Thank you very much, our dealers. The combined effort to uphold the relationship with customers, the in-dealer activities, and online presence across social media channels have been our source of our confidence that we'll come out stronger by the end of this year. But of course, this should not stop here. Our theme this fiscal year moving forward showcases that we are always in pursuit to broaden our scope, to keep innovating and improving. We all know that EV market is slowly making noise in the Philippines. A lot of brands have now been offering full and hybrid EVs, especially with passenger cars. Who would not want a vehicle that is eco-friendly and could save you your costs on gasoline and regular servicing, or of priority vehicle registration and to get exempted for coding, or just plain comfortable and easy driving? The advantage of owning an EV will give you a long list. And this is why we are here today to officially welcome you to experience the future with Fuso. And this is why Fuso is keeping up with this development. But before we know more about the feature of our very own EV, I'd like to express our thanks first to our Fuso Philippines team for organizing and bringing in the eCanter from Japan. Our product planning team will also be accompanying you during the test drive activity. As you know, this is a light and drive vehicle. We would also like to acknowledge our variable dealers and their respective clients who wish to experience this EV for the first time. And of course, our ever-supporting media partners who constantly help us to share what Fuso has to offer. Again, this Ride and Drive event is mainly for all of us to witness the future of electric mobility, specifically an electric commercial vehicle. Its target market is vast, but with a growing industry of logistics and e-commerce. I believe the next generation eCanter will be the right track for you. The world, so is part of this growth. The eCanter is here. Our team will be ready to assist you for the rest of the day activity. Again, we welcome you all. Now, let's experience the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ishii-san. Today, you'll not only get to learn about Fuso's electric vehicle, but you'll also have a chance to experience it firsthand with an exclusive test drive. Just a disclaimer, the one you'll drive later on is a JDM or from the Japanese domestic market, which is a right-hand drive. We also have an activity for you, so sit back, relax, and see what Fuso has to offer with the next generation eCanter. May I request the General Manager for Strategy and Product Management of Daimler Truck Southeast Asia, Mr. Kaushik, for his message.
Thank you. So good morning all. On behalf of Daimler Truck I would like to welcome esteemed customers, media partners, the will have to bear in mind. One, TCO parity. What it means by TCO parity is that whether you use an ICE truck or a zero emission truck, at the end of the day, it needs to be profitable for the customer to use it, right? And the infrastructure, government incentive needs to be there to facilitate any of these zero emission vehicles. We are still early in Southeast Asia, but this is the right step forward towards humanity and for people around us in the future. This is a short glimpse of what we believe in our development. There's three main words. If you have to take back from end of this day, what is it? Great feedback on the vehicle is efficiency, safety, comfort. This is our prime DNA when we develop. So when I mean efficiency, it means efficiency on not only on the charging or fuel efficiency. It's about the business efficiency and sustainability for all the partners in the value chain, including customers, dealers, distributors, and us as a OEM. Safety is prime important not only for us, for people around us, and also for the goods transported. And comfort. End of the day, it's the driver's paradise. And he is the one driving it, he is the one spending 8 to 10 hours, and we give utmost due respect to the drivers who drive the truck. So that's our Daimler's philosophy or Mitsubishi's philosophy, which we have kept in our mind when we develop our electric vehicle. Efficiency, safety, and comfort. These are the three pillars of our R&D. Enjoy your day, have a beautiful ride event, and in case of any queries on the product, anything that you want to discuss, we have our Sojit's team, and also you can reach out to me. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kaushik. Now, to give you a closer look at the incredible innovation of Fuso behind the next generation eCanter, please direct attention to the screen for an exclusive first look of the next generation Fuso eCanter.
ついにその時が来た。未来が日常になる日が。新型 eCanter は三菱ふそうが満を持して送る最新の電気トラック。1型式から28型式に大幅に増えたバリエーション。また車両に合わせた3サイズのバッテリーにより用途に合わせた航続距離を提供。さまざまな仮想のニーズに応えることが可能に。電気トラックは日常当たり前に使う身近な存在になった。もう遠い未来の特別な存在ではない。脱炭素社会へ、静かでクリーンな街へ。新定番三菱ふそう eCanter。
We in Sojit's Fuso Philippines Corporation is also excited with the eCanter and looking forward to its introduction to the Philippine market. To tell you more about the next generation eCanter, may I call on the Product Planning Supervisor of Sojit's Fuso Philippines, Mr. Salvi Del Mundo, to tell you more about the eCanter.
Thank you, Joe. To our valued customers, dear business partners, friends from the media, and enhancement parallel with the changing needs of the market. Now, our electric light-duty truck is ready to tackle an increasingly diverse set of business demands. Fuso design is efficiency, safety, and comfort. We have designed electric truck to overcome customer pain points such as: can I drive electric vehicle during the rain? What is the range? Is the truck safe? Etc. The next generation eCanters offers wide array of variants with 6 wheelbase options, 3 sizes, and various body applications. One of the key changes of the first generation model is the availability of mechanical power takeoff for you EPO. Meaning, the next generation eCanter can accommodate special body applications such as river van, train, garbage truck, carrier, and tipper. The next generation eCanter adopts lithium iron phosphate battery, which is a type of lithium ion battery which promotes safety, bodybuilder friendly, and longer lifespan. Each high voltage battery has a nominal capacity of 41.3 kilowatt hour and usable capacity of 38.9 kilowatt hour. Larger usable charge capacity allows higher driving range. The battery management system is also present per module, which constantly monitors the condition of high voltage battery, relieving the driver from any worry about the battery conditions. The first table specifies the estimated range for the three battery sizes. This is based on 50% payload. It's also good to take note of the factors affecting the range, such as, but not limited to driving behavior, climate, cabin climate, weather conditions, topographies, loading situations, and traffic conditions. In terms of charging, CCS Type 2 charging socket remains standard with AC normal charging and DC fast charging with single inlet, so which allows flexible charging options. Estimated time per battery size is based on 25 degrees Celsius ambient temperature and beginning of life of the battery condition. The next generation eCanter uses a new e-axle concept. Instead of just replacing ICE for the internal combustion engine by battery and still maintaining a propeller shaft to drive the vehicle. To achieve this, we have an e-motor, inverter, gearbox, and differential. And also, axle shafts are integrated into one single assembly. At the same time, the regenerative system promotes energy recuperation to supplement the service brakes and recharge the high voltage batteries to increase driving range. Braking force can be changed in 4 levels, so from no generation to strong regeneration. Braking force can be changed in 4 levels from no generation to strong regeneration. The shift lever is used for this adjustment, which makes operating system hassle-free. In simple illustration, this shift lever acts as our engine and exhaust brake switch. Well, I personally encourage you to try these features later during the test drive. The next generation eCanter are loaded with advanced safety protecting those inside and outside the vehicle. The standard inclusion depends on each market. We have collision mitigation features like active sideguard assist, where it alerts the driver visually and acoustically and eventually applies emergency braking. Another is the active brake assist, employs front radar and front-facing camera for more accurate obstacle detection and risk management assessment. It can react faster and can avoid collision with a stationary or moving pedestrian from higher speeds. It acts with a buzzer, warning lamp, and even full braking to improve road safety and reduce damage in case of collision. Safety and comfort go hand in hand thanks to intelligent headlight control, which ensures optimal forward illumination and frees the driver from switching between low and high beam manually. A camera mounted on the windshield detects traffic condition ahead and ambient brightness to control high low beams. In the event that vehicle deviates out of its lane without operating the signal on the highway. The lane departure warning system's recognition camera will detect the white and yellow line. The system alerts the driver with the buzzer and full LCD meter to encourage safe driving. It is activated vehicle speeds of 60 km per hour or higher. More features like parking brake, vehicle stability control system, high voltage cut-off switch, and vehicle proximity alert system or the acoustic vehicle alert system are present to increase the driver confidence and provide a safe environment outside of the vehicle. Okay, so let's move forward to appreciate the beautify of this vehicle. The next generation eCanter strikes powerful and intrepid for black belt. A traditional design motif passed down from generation to generation. Combined with the key EV colors of orange and blue, the eCanter striking appearance is befitting of the next generation of EV trucks. Long-lasting LED headlights come standard, improving nighttime visibility with their bright white light. While the LED rear lamp combine multiple functions in a single integrated, sophisticated design. Sporting a sharp and modern styling, the next generation eCanter exudes a strong road presence that assuredly draws attention to customers' brand. It has accommodating interior that shapes your driving experience with purpose and comfort. This fully designed interior looks more modern while retaining high practicality and ergonomic design typically of Canter family. Equipped with a full 10-inch LCD display with excellent visibility and user interface, your vehicle status can be checked at a glance. Due to spoke steering wheel with switches for quick and effortless operation. Do audio volume adjustment, hands-free calling, and menu selection without taking your hands for steering wheel. A dashboard with horizontal character line combined with orange highlights creates a modern, welcoming atmosphere. The key color orange is throughout to express a sense of active, agile movement and work, as well as easy to understand operation. Overall, it is a modern interior that blends beautiful styling and functionality. You can hop on the vehicle with the Fuso easy access key in our pocket, allowing the doors to be locked and unlocked. It is also possible to lock and unlock the doors by remote control operation from near the vehicle. All these features will be validated as you ride behind the wheels and experience the vehicle later. So, get ready to experience the future. Thank you and let's enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you so much, Zadie, for that insightful presentation. I hope everyone learned so much about the eCanter, what their key features are, and what to look forward to what becomes available in the Philippines. I will now open the floor, so we'll get back here, and listen in for any of your questions. Any questions from everybody? Kailan siya ibebenta? Yes. Yeah, one second.
What about the power of the engine on the electric motor? What is the driving range? How far it can go?
420. 420
So,
kilometers, di ba?
Good morning, sir.
420 kilometers.
So the driving range depends on the size of or the size of the battery. So it depends on the wheelbase. So for a small size or one battery, so it
300.
ranges to 70 kilometers. The testing is with 50% payload. For medium size, the range is up to 140 kilometers, same condition, and for the large size, 201 kilometers.
So just to if you saw the video from Japan, you saw 340 kilometers range,
40.
right? So it depends on the application and which country the vehicle is from. So we ensure that when we say 200 for the large battery, we can assure that in a normal distribution truck without EPO, this will run for 200 kilometers without any issue. So we can go up to 350. That's where we are confident. We have seen customers who have driven eCanter for 400 kilometers range in Japan also. So again, we have very conservative when we said 200 for the large battery, but it can go till the extent to 350 kilometers.
So what about the charging time?
The charging time depends on your battery sizes and also whether it is AC charger or DC charger. And it also depends on the size charger. With L size battery, within 45 minutes you can charge the battery complete from 0 to 100%.
How many hours?
45 minutes.
45 minutes.
Bilis.
What is that? AC or DC?
DC charger.
DC.
DC charger.
AC.
DC.
DC.
Direct current charger. But if the AC charger, if my remembrance is right, it goes to around almost 2 hours for the large battery.
Mabilis pa rin.
That is the overnight charging. If in case you have the vehicle parked for the overnight, you're not using it, then it's better to use AC charger. If it is a DC charger, then you can use it for opportunistic charging. For example, you have logistics operation and you have half an hour time when you load, then it's easier to charge a bit so that you can still cover the range. You can cover the distance a bit. So it again depends on the operations of the customer, whether how the vehicles are in the market.
Yeah, we are from, I am from a logistics company, so that's why we're interested to know how fast is the charger. Now, what is the cost of that DC charger?
I don't know the current price in the Philippines. However, all I can give you as a reference is in Singapore or in Japan, its DC charger is close to 100 to 125,000 Singapore dollars.
Quite expensive.
And DC chargers are currently expensive. Yes, that's what I said when I said we need to have a TCO parity. So it is all about infrastructure. And the early adopters, what we have seen in rest of the markets are the bigger logistics company have their own charger in the facility to start with. Till the public charging infrastructure is set up by the company.
Do you have some sort of comparison in terms of fuel savings? Let's say, if I'm using the traditional, conventional internal combustion engine.
Absolutely, we do have it. I will be able to share it to you through
Tatanong na yung mga tanong
I don't
natin.
have right now.
Natatanong lang yan.
Right now.
But I know the numbers and all those
Oh,
things. But on an operational level, fuel savings will be more than on the operational cost of it. The fuel
Tatanong lang yan.
maintenance is more than 40.
Kung kailan yun naman.
40%, 40%
Baka itanong din
on
yan.
the operational level. So on the cost of the vehicle, obviously electric today is more expensive than diesel, and that's where the government incentives play a very important role for the mass adoption of electric vehicles in any country. So the early adopters which we saw moving to electric vehicles, yes, they are pressurized by their customers to drive in zero emission. For example, companies like eCanter or the bigger corporates in logistics, they have zero emission transportation as a target by 2030 or 2040. So these people actually move and they start to test and trial these early electric vehicles. And so far, what we have received customer feedback from Japan, US, Europe is quite very positive on eCanter.
Yeah. So the other one is more on the after sales service. So meaning, can we expect good service because we have to keep the vehicle running. So
in the other way around, I hope the vehicle doesn't fail. I know it's a truck, it needs to fail, but we have seen so far that because of the lesser moving components, the cost of maintenance and the repair incurrence also goes down. Okay. So that is the kind of assurance when we design the truck. That's the reason we completely eliminated the propeller shaft. Some of our competition still uses propeller shaft to drive the vehicle from the battery to the rear axle.
The last day, when is the timetable? When is this vehicle available in the market?
As soon as possible, to be honest. And actually, I'm working on it. I don't want to give a definitive timeline, but we'll be surprised as soon as possible. Within 3 months or 4 months or 5 months, I will be able to get it. That is my target, personal target. But I cannot officially say that, right? So I will make sure that first quarter of next year, I'll make sure the vehicle is available for Philippines to sell.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Any questions? Kung natanong na si Sir yung question. Ano pa? Warranty period of the specific battery?
Warranty period of the battery is 8 years.
So far, what we have seen when compared to our competition, Fuso offers the longest number of years of battery warranty. Generally, the market practice is 5 years, we give 8 years. A very good question. Very good question.
Can I, install new battery or
when we said warranty, doesn't mean that life of the battery is 8 years. The life of the battery depends on the state of health of the battery. As long as we are able to maintain the proper charging methodology, I think we are also confident that we need to go more than 8 years. If the warranty is 8 years, we see more than 10 to 12 years of battery life. Nevertheless, we are also thinking, we already started working on replacement possibility of the battery for the customers who want the vehicle. Like, can we get a refurbished battery? The battery can be refurbished? How can we make it still automobile grade? So, evolving right now. As I said, it's a very nascent technology. We are also learning along with you. So, it is not that we are already a pioneer of electric. Everyone is here, including the Chinese, everyone is here. And everyone is learning in the process. But we are working towards to see how can we make or refurbish the old batteries to an automotive grade, or else take that battery for an industrial usage. Okay. Yes, just to show, can you go to the slide of the battery? There is a battery slide when you show the hold up. Not this one, this one. Positive cells and negative cells. So we have a battery management system which is very intelligent to ensure that when you charge the batteries, the charge of the battery is uniformly distributed among this battery pack as well as all the battery packs on the vehicle. So the life of the battery cell inside the battery pack is uniform across all the batteries. So this is the first step to ensure that the charging of your battery is uniform. Number two, once you have uniform charging and is equally distributed, the life of your battery increases. That is the most important thing, because if you look at your iPhone, from once you become to 20% or any cell phone, 20%, from 20% to charge to 0 to 20 is quite difficult. So that's the reason we say at 20%, we try to not run the vehicle and do not over-utilize the battery so that the life of the battery increases. So the state of the health of the battery after 8 years, we still feel it needs to up to 75 to 80%. So you still have automotive grade applications still possible. Again, it all depends on the charging and how we maintain the vehicle. But irrespective of what the customer is doing, the vehicle is intelligent enough to start off, make sure the battery charging is equally done across all the battery packs.
So your battery is also manufactured by Fuso, meaning this is your...
Certainly not. So
you have...
Yes. Nothing, no secret, most of the battery packs are made by CATL, which is a Chinese supplier. However, CATL. Yeah,
that's a famous
company, battery manufacturer. But it is just not the manufacturer. The important part is how your battery responds with your battery management system, plus how the battery is drawing the power, how the vehicle is drawing the power from the battery and distributed to the drives. If we had propeller shaft and we had this battery, obviously there are frictional losses, right? So we need this combination, like the engine, transmission, propeller shaft and the rear axle, how it is important for fuel efficiency. We need to be making sure that the battery, along with the rear axle, which is the e-axle in this case, are completely matched. So the supplier could be CATL, but the battery management system, the computing programming is all about Fuso, which is own developed. And it could be different for different companies and different OEMs.
Yeah, thank you. Now, in your presentation, you mentioned one of the pillars is safety. Now, I'm talking now on actual condition of the country, especially in Manila, where there is flooding. How protected is the truck? Flooding in Manila, because the flooding in Manila is very deep. Now, sometimes it can go even to the engine.
Absolutely.
So, what will happen now? Assuming the scenario that your truck got stuck and it was flooded.
Very good question. If you again see this battery pack, it's completely sealed. Nothing can go inside, nothing can go outside. This is number one. Number two, all your battery packs, if you have to release to any market, needs to comply with ECE standards, which means the battery needs to be immersed in a certain depth of water for a certain number of time without any leakage of any gases from inside of the battery to outside. And water should not go inside from outside to inside. This is the ECE standard. Today, the most stringent standard is Korean motor vehicle standard. And this vehicle, I can proudly say, actually meets So this will also make sure that someone is tampering on the high voltage line, someone is trying to remove the battery. This will make sure that the fault code is registered so that the drivers are safe or vehicle is safe. And top of it, we have also tested complete vehicle in the immersion test, water immersion test, and then moving on. So all these ECE standards will have to be complied even before we launch that truck. And that's the reason we test this vehicle across different market conditions. Japan, Europe, Singapore, Hong Kong, So we are very confident about this. So that's the most important part. Customers' anxiety, water, shock, fire, all these safety standards we have already taken into consideration when we design. Yes. Yes. We are also in parallel launching in Indonesia. We have already tested in Indonesia. We have launched it in Singapore. We have launched it in Hong Kong. The next wave markets is Philippines and Malaysia and Thailand. These three countries we want to launch.
And that's very important for the logistics company. What is the cost? Yeah, because we have to invest. For the logistics company, we have to invest. So that's why a while ago I asked you about the savings in terms of the fuel cost, the diesel. No?
On the same,
of course, in comparison with the electricity consumption. And then, of course, the repair and maintenance.
What I
mean, we understand where I'm coming from with this company, so that's very important.
Absolutely. Now, I always tell, today when I go to supermarket, if I have to buy a milk, 2 liter milk, right? Assume this is the example, if it's 100 peso, this is an example. And there is another milk for 140 peso.
Exactly.
Transported by zero emission. As a customer, today, will I go buy 140 peso milk? The question is still a question mark. Are we there? So that's the important part is government incentive. We have seen countries adapt faster, logistics providers adapt faster to electric vehicle if the countries give incentives on the vehicle purchase cost, infrastructure to ensure that the logistic provider is breaking even, irrespective of whether he uses an ICE truck or the combustion truck or the electric truck. On answering your question on the price of the vehicle, we will be able to come to know the price during the launch. Today is a test and ride event for you to give us the feedback. As we come closer to the launch, through Sojit, we will be able to give the price of the vehicle. However, on a general thumb rule, across the world, when we have launched the vehicle, currently, whether it is we from Fuso or any other Chinese manufacturer, we are around 2 to 2.5 times more expensive than conventional diesel truck. Okay? Up to 3 times. This is the law, but again, when I launch the vehicle formally, when Sojit's launch it, then we can talk about the pricing later.
Are you aware that we have also an EV law here in the country? So it runs privileges of investment. Taxation.
He's doing our job.
So that will influence your pricing.
Absolutely. We will ensure that everything is given. End of the day, it's just not us. We are also trying testing the market. It's a whole ecosystem. And we have seen also that only when customers see a light at the end of the tunnel, the profitability comes. But it will not come in the first 2 years, to be very honest. This is a long drawn process because it's a capital investment. So what we have seen, certain logistic provider use it as a capital investment, a capital cost. Sometimes they take it as OPEX also. Again, it depends on how you want to treat it in your accounting books. But if the government is giving any incentives, we have seen logistic providers using as capital expenditure. So they can put it on their books. If they are not any incentives, then they take it on the income statement, which is the OPEX. So then they depreciate every year and they will make sure that it is. So end of the day, they have to make sure.
for business, for responsibilities of hauling big or small cargo. The question is, how well trained is the team of mechanics of Fuso Philippines in order to service the vehicles? Are they equipped with enough technical know-hows in order make the vehicle goes new when it's time for service. Because electric commercial truck is a relatively new technology, at least here in the Philippines. So could you give us an idea about the kind of training your mechanics undergo in order to perform well?
Thank you, sir, for the question. So, as you know, of course, part of our preparation for Solid Explosive Philippines, whenever we do launch any of the products in the market, we see to it that we are ready in terms of product knowledge and, of course, the after-sales knowledge. So, the first batch of the team has already gone training in Fuso Academy in Japan 2 months ago, and another team will be going next month, November. The same plan, which is in Kawasaki and Kichirigawa Training Center, wherein they will be trained by professionals who are really assigned for this eCanter or electric vehicle. So we are confident that this in-depth training, I think it's training will be fully equipped with the right knowledge to be able to support your business. And also, of course, this will be relayed also to all our authorized dealerships who will be selling the eCanter to make sure that their mechanics or technicians are there to support you in your daily needs.
Yes, another question. How about
Oh no, I think he got injured. He's grabbing his knee. He's down in pain.
For the toughest one, no challenge is too big.
Before we sell the electric truck to you, we
We live in an interconnected world, a shared past, present, and future, connected by a series of ties, strengthened by love, for better or for worse. The need to adapt when there is change, to support one another, to bring kindness where there is pain. The need of loving kindness, of interconnection. The future you used to chase. The future you used to want. Now, you're living it. This is Jabber. Reconnect, adapt, and evolve. Jabber Motorcom. Make rides more fun.
Behind every victory is a powerful winning ride. X. Ride like a champion.
Alright, I'm doing that one out from Fuso.
Life is the will to power. The desire to dominate and reshape the world, to conquer, to reign, to rule the streets. The challenge awaits. Will you answer the call and dominate with total control? Unleashing the Supreme Corsa with excellent grip and handling performance. Designed for longer mileage and extended durability. Optimum balance for your daily riding. The Supreme itself, muscle of the road. Corsa.
What are we chasing? It's not the victories that escaped us. It's the competitor that becomes us. Dedicated to awakening full potential. And when we fall, it's not the regret of defeat that haunts us, but our passion for victory that engulfs us. We cultivate those who dare to be remarkable. Solid ground across any terrain. We instill that the value of success does not belong to the individual, but serves as inspiration that will move a generation. We elevate above the limits of the finish line. Beyond being a racer, we create champions.